Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something very important. Yes, I know, that's my favorite line, just get used to it. But anyway, seriously, we're talking about something very important, and that is, how does money affect your health? Yeah, there has been a lot of things said about money. Money is the root of all evil. Money cannot buy you happiness. What's the other one? Some people say money is a special kind of medicine to the soul. You know, when you get that credit alert, ka-ching. Well, I'm not here to approve or disprove of any of those statements. Okay, we do know that money is a form of transaction and that we need money to do a lot of things. Okay, but how does money affect you physically? How does money affect you mentally? How do you see money? Right, so many people see money as a sort of possession, and then when that is taken away from them, that becomes a big problem, because it's almost as if the money owns them. But if you see money as a way of a means of transaction, which is what it really is, it's currency, it needs to flow, get value, you pay for it, another person, just that exchange continues on and on and on, right? So yes, money is important to live. And for people that say the money is the root of all evil, that's actually not the right statement, because that's in the Bible. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's not the money in the actual sense of it, but that's how you're using the money that God has given to you. That's what determines what you make out of it or who you are. Some people also say that when your money brings out the true color of people, so like when you have more money than some other people, yes, we see all of that. Okay, but what's really the importance of money? The importance of money is for you to be able to afford or get the necessary things that you need in life, right? Your bills are due, you want to have enough money to pay for it. Someone is sick, you want to have enough money to pay for the treatment, eat, clothe yourself and stuff like that, right? So these are important. So I'm not undervaluing or underestimating the importance of money. Okay, however, money is not something that you should hold too dear, that if we lose it, then you lose your life, because then, like I said earlier, that means that the money owns you, right? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. You know you're getting value here, so just click on that button. Okay, I promised last time that I'm going to tell you how to get free money in the United Kingdom and in Nigeria, so stay tuned. That is coming next. Back to the importance of money and how that affects you. You go to work, everybody works. I know some people say I love my job and all of that. Yeah, I know you love it, but at the end of the day, you're really doing it to get paid, and you're really doing, except you're doing it for hobby's sake, but you're really doing it to get paid so that you can afford the necessary things of life. Okay, and that's important, right? Because nobody wants to go hungry without having money to eat the food, right? So if you have money, I just need to say this because maybe that would buttress what I'm saying about money owning you. In the westernized countries, if money really does buy happiness, I want to believe that everybody will be all holly jolly, but the sick, the rich also cries, and that just points to the fact that this money doesn't really, it's not what it's doing for you. It's not buying happiness. Even what we describe as happiness, it's not really happiness. It's just a fleet of feeling that doesn't last more than 5 minutes, and then the next one and the next one and the next one. So that's happiness, but change doesn't ever it's not attainable. So let's leave it there, right? And that has also been proven, because some of these people that go from the Western country to the remote areas, they see those people, they may be wearing not so good clothes and eating once a day, but they're happy. Again, that is my own way of telling you that maybe that statement is not absolutely correct. Money buying you happiness. Now, how does money affect you, your health? Your money affects your health when you you don't know how to handle money. Okay, you get the money. Some people, I'll just use the average people here. Okay, no, I'm not talking about the high and mighty in the society or the very less privileged. So just normal people. A lot of people are in this category, right? You make your money every month or every week or whichever frequency your money comes by. What happens once that money lands into your bank account? How does that affect you? Okay, how can you do better with it, right? Because it's very important. It is, no matter how we see it. When you get your money and you've had that mindset that this money is here to solve problem, and that's what it's going to do, holding on to it, you're not attaching so much importance into it, you are more, I wouldn't say laid back, but you're more relaxed you don't have so much stress. And what that means is, it might sound counterintuitive, but it's really not. A lot of people, even in the average circle, doesn't really have all of the money at the same time to do everything that they want to do. But how you let that affect you is what is important to me, because remember, this is about your health and well-being. Okay, think about it this way. You don't have all of the money that you need to do something at that time. I keep emphasizing at that time, because sometimes it's just temporary. Sometimes it's just that particular thing that we wanted to do that we don't have money for. Not that we don't have money for the basics and the necessities. How do you handle that? Do you let that stress you? And this word stress is something that we throw around all the time, and it's very underrated. Stress, what stress can do to your body, I'll touch on the videos that I've done about stress. It's unbelievable. So you really want to not get there, not get to that point of being so stressed that, because again, what would the stress bring? Would the stress bring the extra money? No, it wouldn't. Okay, and also I just want to say this, I really do need to say this, because a lot of people are wanting to do this and do that and satisfy this and satisfy that, they're getting that by that, and they are doing so much work that their body is begging them to just stop and take a breather. Unfortunately, in my line of practice, I've seen people just drop dead because of the stress from wanting to work and do more money, extra shifts, five jobs at a time on top one body. So you just need to be calming down sometimes, because all of these things that we feel we need or we feel we want, most of the times in this society, actually many wants now are being termed need. Okay, but that's a topic for another day. But when you think about it, all of those things that you're chasing, how is it doing to your body? Because it's a person that has good health that will actually enjoy the money, whether it's much or the little that you have. So I think it's time for a lot of people to just step back and reevaluate what is really important to me. Wealth there's never enough. Let me just tell you, you might be earning a certain amount of money and you say, oh, once I start earning this amount, I'm going to slow down. It is a big lie. It's a lie. There is a spirit behind it. Now, I'm not telling you not to have goals on and aspire to be greater, but do not do that at the expense of your own health. Because why? At the end of the day, you get everything that you want, but you're not able to enjoy it. What's the point? That's where I'm going. So have your goals, chase it, but chase it wisely, because all of these things are fleeting. What I mean is, you're here today, gone tomorrow. That particular model of whatever that you want to get down, by the next month, by next year, I promise you, that is obsolete. And then what? Would you continue to be chasing that right race? No, think about yourself, think about your health, and think about your loved ones that will miss you if anything ever happens to you because of this chase. I do hope I'm talking to you. Yeah, you didn't click onto this video by mistake. So just calm down, okay, and enjoy as you go. While you're trying to reach that goal, just enjoy it, be more relaxed. You're doing your body a whole lot of good. Now let's get to the juicy part. It is so good to not just work for everything that you get in this life. Sometimes freebies has a different sort of feel to it, okay? and this is what I'm going to give to you. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just telling you some of the things that I had done, or if I knew better, I would have started doing years back before now. But whenever you wake up, when you see this video, it's your morning, so good morning. Right, so let's get into it. There are so many accounts there. I'll just give an example. When I gave birth to my first daughter, I was saving a certain amount of money for her, and I was saving this money. At the end of the day, I still spent the money, but you know, for her, okay, and for something really good. But what I would have done if I knew was open some type of account that would give you a certain percentage of free money. Okay, there are quite a few of them. I'll try to, you know, put it there, put it here for you to see. There's one for, there are so many ISA accounts, and then there's one for children. That's the one I was talking about. I would have done for my daughter. But whatever you're doing, just make sure that you're reading and you're understanding how these things work before you jump into it, because some of them you're not able to access it whenever you want. Some of them you can access on the go. But the bottom line is there are so many ways now other than our normal bank account, because those ones, they will give you 0.9% interest. 1%, 0.5% if you're lucky. But some of these ones that I'm talking about, they get interest as high as 5%, 5 point something percent. In fact, I didn't done one that was like 6%. Okay, and sometimes some of them are, like I said, easily accessible. Some of them are for longer term. Some of them you can't access it until you're a certain age. So, and I know people also who had bought in, I'm talking about UK, okay? I don't know about America or any other place that you're watching from, unfortunately. But that's something that you can look into. And this has, most of these things has government initiative that they try to help people to save more, try to help younger. I think it started, well, I don't know if that's how it started, but that's how I knew it. But by the time I got to know, it was already late for me, like I said. And this is the first one. I think it was the stock ISA or cash ISA, something like that. If you wanted to save for something in the future, for example, house, car, you just be putting the money, and they're going to give you a whopping 25% free money, like 25%. So let's say you put in £100, you get £25 that you've not left your house for, you've not worked for at all. I think that's something good. And when you're doing it and you're doing it in a longer term mindset, it really adds up. I tell you, it really adds up. When I woke up and I saw with my daughter, I did it with my daughter, my son, and myself. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. I tell you, just look at what your income is. But instead of putting it in the regular savings account, it does two things for you. It gives you higher interest, and if you're not very prudent with money, you go there, you know what I mean. and you just, okay, I'll keep saving. Yeah, if you're like that, then some of the accounts are actually good for you, because you won't just be able to dip your hand into it and take it for whenever you want. So that is one of it. And for my Naija people, you are not left out. I mean Nigerians. Right, when I heard this one, actually, I was like, okay, that is really wise, right? Because one of the things, unfortunately, that a lot of people have reached out to me when it comes to financial assistance is, oh, my house rent, oh, the landlord. But let me tell you, my brother and my sister, I know things are difficult, yeah, but you're living in a house, and you know that at some point you're going to pay the rent for that house. You know, that is somebody's sweat, somebody's hard work. And I think it's just, right for you to not live in someone's hard work for free, right? Especially when you have not agreed on living for free. So the house rent is due. You knew this a year before, 2 years before even. What people do that I know, what they do now is, okay, they have the money. There's something called LandVest. And I do have my plugs. Shout out to landlady Uche. She has been really amazing. Right. So what they do is, even if you don't have the whole money, I've seen people who don't have the whole money, but they gather in groups, maybe group of 3, group of 5, whatever, and put together the minimum amount that you need to put as a LandVest, and put it for 1 year and just leave your money there. And you can get as high as 45%. That's almost half of the money that you need. And this lady that actually, I was quite impressed with with her and how she did it. Okay, all the money that she was getting towards the rent, she just saved it and put it there. And guess what? She was recycling it, and at this stage now, she doesn't need to come up with any house rent. She just basically waits for the recycling to come, and that proceed is what she's using to pay for her house rent now. Don't forget that her capital is still there, safe and sound. You know, so I think that is something really wise, and I think that is something some people should consider. You might not have 1 million naira today, you might not even have 500,000, but if you look at your circle of friends, you can all put your money together and do it, and that works. I hope today has been well, I know it's not your regular kind of video, but it's almost like I'm telling you all. But I'm telling you all for your own good. I always tell you all for your own good, for your health and well-being. I know you like me and you'll thank me later. So share this video. Somebody might love you for that, you know, and just know that you know you're thinking about them and you care for them. And subscribe and click on the notify button, because another one is going to drop again soon. As always, you have been amazing and I have been an angel. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.